Thank you for attending the 2021 ABA Annual Meeting. Please welcome the DC Fire Department Emerald Society Pipes and Drums.
All right, quick, walk. Ready. All right, quick, walk.
Welcome to the 2021 ABA Awards presentation. Today's awards ceremony will be followed by the presidential plenary session. And now, welcome your ABA president, Dr. William Hickerson, to present the 2021 Leadership Awards.
One of the pleasures of being the president of the American Burn Association is being able to present the awards at the annual meeting to individuals that have been so influential for the ABA itself. This year is a little different as we're all virtual. Dr. Chaffee experienced that last year, and today we're going through the same experience. Hopefully, next year will be a whole different ball game and we'll be in person. To start with, the initial award is the ABA Lifetime Achievement Award. The individual this year needs no introduction. He's a former chief of the Shrine in Galveston, UT Medical Branch Galveston Burn Services chair, has trained over 200 fellows, published over 950 articles in peer-reviewed journals, 140 book chapters, 10 books, and published the most influential book today that's multidisciplinary approach to burn care in Total Burn Care. He's the past president of the ABA, the ISBI, and the Society of University Surgeons, and the current editor of the Journal of Burn Care and Research. His burn research is known throughout the world, and the impact that he has had on the burn community cannot be addressed in any way besides saying, Dr. David Herndon, congratulations on the ABA Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you, Dr. Hickerson. This is the pinnacle of my career. I'm humbled and honored by the Lifetime Achievement Award from the American Burn Association. This association has been part of my life for almost 50 years, initially as a presenter, then as a member. I worked on the education committee and was its chairman for many years, and was treasurer of the American Burn Association, and honored to be its president for a period of time, and am currently still extremely active in the organization and hoping to help it move forward as editor of the Journal of Burn Care and Rehabilitation. The American Burn Association was the first and most important team approach scientific, medical, allied health science, nursing consortium directed at improving burn care. And over the last 50 years that I've been associated with the organization, reductions in mortality from a 50% burn dying routinely when it was received till now, a 98% burn has over a 50% chance of living, is due primarily to that team approach and to the interactions that have been made available by the American Burn Association, scientific interchanges, personal interchanges, all focused on a common goal: the patients, the caregivers, the survivors, the families that are impacted by this horrific disease. I am humbled, honored, and thank you from the deepness of my heart.
Next award is the Harvey Stewart Allen Distinguished Service Award. This is presented to the outstanding scientist for contribution in the burn field. The awardee this year is one that I met back in 1983 as a resident and plastic surgeon in Tennessee. Formerly, he was from Nashville, Tennessee, although I'm not sure he claims those roots nowadays, being in California. Dr. Aubrey Woodruff has been a pioneer in the field of burn and chronic wound care, as he has sought to develop the skin substitute that would be one that would be called one and done. He's looking for that gold standard in the substitute and continues to work. He's got many patents in the field. He's been responsible all the way back from the initiation with BioBrain, and he has definitely put to good use his PhD that he obtained at UCLA. He's now created more than 50 unique temporary skin substitutes, and currently the PermeaDerm is his newest iteration. It's my pleasure to present the Harvey Stewart Allen Distinguished Service Award to Dr. Aubrey Woodruff.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hickerson. The Harvey Stewart Allen Distinguished Award is more meaningful to me than receiving a PhD degree. Thank you so much. In 1972, when I met Dr. Robert Bartlett, he was director of the UCI Burn Center. You know him now as the father of ECMO. I have been very fortunate to meet and become friends with many burn surgeons and nurses in the United States and around the world. And I thank all of them for their friendship, for the opportunity to share time and knowledge. The opportunity to develop skin substitutes over 5 decades has been fun, has been challenging, and today filled with tremendous satisfaction with the prestigious award received. By my side since 1962 has been my wife, Nancy. Without her support, none of these things would have been possible. Finally, to you, the ABA, your presence over the past 6 decades has led to incredible advances in burn care. Keep up the phenomenal work. Hope to see you all in Vegas next year at next year's annual meeting. Thank you very much.
Our next award is the President's Leadership Award. This award recognizes truly distinguished and exceptional service through vision, dedication, performance to the American Burn Association and the burn community. This year's recipient, through his tireless efforts, afforded this organization a path to right the ship when we experienced a true hardship. The individual is a past president of the American Burn Association and the primary contact with the ISBI injury and prevention sector of the World Health Organization. Instrumental in developing the World Health Organization's global burn registry and also within its maintenance. Currently, he's chair of the ISBI Prevention Committee and focused on decreasing violence against women by burning. Please join me in recognizing Dr. Michael Peck.
Dr. Hickerson, thank you so much for the honor of this award. And thank you to the rest of the Board of Trustees and to the association for the honor and the privilege of being a member of this association for 35 years now. You know, this award has given me an opportunity to reflect on all the gratitude I have for being a member of the ABA. And I have such a long gratitude list here that it would be difficult for me to fit in this short period of time all the things that I'm grateful for being a member of this association. I mean, it really starts back to when I was a young burn surgeon coming out of my fellowship. And yes, fellowship teaches you a lot, but it doesn't teach you everything that you need to know. And where I got my clinical confidence, where I became sure that I knew the best way to take care of burn patients was through the ABA. It was from reading the journal on a monthly basis. It was going to annual meetings. It was in participating in ABLS training for others. I had so many opportunities to really secure my knowledge base that I've been using now for the last several decades. So there's that. And then there are all the countless opportunities that I've had to participate in the work that the ABA does through committee work, through going to Washington, D.C. and performing advocacy there for our continued funding for the Department of Defense. I just can't tell you how many opportunities I've had that have made my life so professionally rich because of the ABA. And so really my gratitude here, yes, is for the award, but it is also to the association for all that it has given to me over the years. So thank you, and thank all of you for that.
The Barbara Nathi Burn Therapist Achievement Award commemorates the spirit and commitment of Barbara Nathi, who dedicated over 20 years of service to burn rehabilitation. This award is dedicated to her memory and is given to a burn therapist who embodies the same drive and commitment that she had. This year, the award goes to a rehabilitation therapist who has demonstrated a lifelong desire to learn and serve others throughout her career as a physical therapist at the University of Utah Health in Salt Lake City. Please join me in congratulating Cindy Lundy.
Thank you, President Hickerson and members on the nominating committee. This is such an honor to receive this award. I was actually one of the members on the original Barbara Noth Award Committee when it was established to honor physical and occupational therapists who are participating in the advancement of burn care. I've been really fortunate in my career to have been surrounded by many amazing and passionate, dedicated therapists and mentors such as Scott Ward, Reg Richards, Cheryl Jordan, Sandy Fletchell, and so many more. And watching younger therapists grow and lead us into advanced practice with PT/OT certifications and competencies such as Ingrid Perry, Michael Sergio, Lisa Forbes. There are so many mentors and experienced therapists in this organization. I'm just amazed by all of them. Burn care has been such a rewarding career. There are so few groups that work as closely in this interdisciplinary environment with our teams of nursing, and social work, and physicians, and child life specialists. This interdisciplinary environment allows us to follow our patients for months and even years until they return as fully functional members back into our community. I'm really also proud that the ABA focuses its research not just on grafting and burn care, but also on the psychosocial aspects and prevention and scarring. I would encourage all new therapists to take advantage of all of the opportunities that the ABA offers. Stay active in your SIG organizations. Look into our mentoring program. The ABA is such an amazing organization, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. And I just want to thank you again for this honor and this award.
The John Moncrief Award is presented to the fire service organizations or individuals for outstanding contribution in the area of burn prevention or burn care. Dr. Moncrief, one of the ABA founders and our third president at the American Burn Association, focused on clinical and investigative skills in wound management. The Bakersfield Firefighters Burn Foundation has demonstrated an exceptional commitment to being a proactive educational and financial presence for the advancement of the treatment and care of burn survivors and their families. The organization provides burn survivor and family support, burn camp sponsorships, and burn prevention education. The organization provides a tremendous service, and I'm proud to be able to honor the Bakersfield Firefighters Burn Foundation with this year ABA's John Moncrief Award. Please welcome Executive Director Trevor Martinezson, who accepts the award on behalf of the foundation.
It's an honor to accept this award on behalf of the Bakersfield Firefighters Burn Foundation and the Bakersfield Fire Department. The Bakersfield Firefighters Burn Foundation's goal is to help burn survivors transition from surviving to thriving. Proper care and support of burn survivors require a long-term commitment as each survivor moves through the many different ages and stages of life, each with its unique challenges. The great work we do as a foundation is made possible through our firefighters and volunteers' commitment to the burn community. Our volunteers consist of active and retired firefighters, medical professionals, burn survivors, and other supportive community partners. Our foundation has been part of the ABA community for over 30 years, attending conferences and sitting on several ABA committees. Our burn survivor programs and local burn unit support have been built out of our networking, relationships, and programs we foster every year at the ABA conference. Thank you for this award and for including Burn Foundations as part of the ABA mission to help support survivors as they transition through their recovery. Thank you.
The Curtis Arts Distinguished Service Award is provided to a non-physician for their outstanding contributions in the burn field. The award is named for Dr. Curtis P. Arts to memorialize his lifelong dedication to the well-being of the burn patient and the support of the team that contributes in clinical, didactic, and research spheres. Our award winner this year is the attending psychologist at Harborview Regional Burn Center and Pediatric Trauma Center at the University of Washington. Her research focuses on pain management and long-term outcomes following burn injuries. She's been deeply involved with the American Burn Association for several years and has served on several committees, including the Social SIG, the Aftercare Reintegration Committee, Membership Advisory Committee, and the Program Committee. She's currently on the Clinical Practice Guidelines Committee and was on the Board of Trustees from the MAC from 2013 to 2017. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Shelley Weichman as she receives the Curtis P. Arts Distinguished Service Award 2021.
Thank you to Dr. Hickerson and the ABA for this award. I am truly humbled and honored. I came to the Burn Center in 1997 as a graduate student, and I've never left. And the reason I've never left is because I continue to grow and be inspired by the multidisciplinary burn team, both members of my own team, as well as all of you in both the ABA and the Phoenix Society that I've worked with or learned and watched from afar. So I just wanted to take a minute and thank the members of the team for all that you have done for my professional development. So to the nurses, you have taught me what compassionate, selfless care looks like, and that a good wound care is a symphony in motion. To the PTs and OTs, you are coaches, and I'm constantly amazed at the creative ways you come up with to get patients to do things that they themselves never thought they could do. To our chaplains, you've taught me that miracles do happen. And our social workers, I see you perform miracles every day as you continue to help patients thrive after they've survived. Our nutritionists have taught me the importance of fueling both the body and the mind for healing. And to my fellow psychologists, I'm constantly learning from the different techniques and treatments that you have for improving the quality of lives of our patients. And keep up the good fight. We've come a long way, but a full-time psychologist on a burn unit is still relatively rare. Our speech therapists help me learn various ways to ensure that patients' voices are heard. And our anesthesiologists and pharmacists have taught me that good pain management is a big puzzle with many moving pieces. But when we get it right, it lays the firm foundation for optimal outcomes, even years after the burns have healed. Our surgeons, you constantly teach me what all can be done on very little sleep, and I'm amazed at the sacrifices that both you and your families make for patient care. And from our patients, both the patients that I've worked with and those of you that I've watched and listened to from afar, you have taught me that life is not fair and that sometimes we must endure that which we did not deserve. But you've also taught me what courage and resiliency look like, and you've taught me the power of second chances and a new worldview. And even though my family is not part of the multidisciplinary burn team, they've certainly been a big part of my professional development as well. So from my parents, you've taught me that a good foundation overcomes many speed bumps. And my daughters teach me many, many lessons. Specifically, they've taught me the power of forgiveness in the face of my own shortcomings. And they've also taught me that I always have two sets of eyes watching me at how I will respond to the injustices of the world. And that by doing my very small part to try and make this world a better place is an investment in the future. So thank you again to the ABA. And I really hope that all of us have a better year this year. Thank you.
And now, please welcome ABA Program Chair Rob Cartato and Associate Chair Ingrid Perry.
It's an honor to present the 2021 ABA Paper Awards. Our first award is the Clinical Research Award. This is given to the best clinical research paper submitted by a non-physician. This year's winner is Caitlin Garner. For her paper, A Multi-Center Study Analyzing the Association of Vitamin D Deficiency and Replacement with Infectious Outcomes in Patients with Burn Injuries.
The Carl A. Moyer Resident Award is awarded for the best paper submitted by an individual training to be a medical doctor currently in residency or medical school. This year's award goes to Tomer Lagziel. For the paper evaluating the efficacy, safety, and tolerance of silver sulfadiazine dressings once daily versus twice daily in the treatment of burn wounds.
Next, we have the Peter Brigham Best Burn Prevention Epidemiology Paper Award. This year's award-winning paper is from Kajal Mehta. For epidemiology and outcomes of cooking and cook stove-related burn injuries, a World Health Organization Global Burn Registry report.
Our final paper is the ABA Shriners Best Pediatric Burn Paper Award. The Shriners Hospitals for Children, specializing in burn injuries, have been leaders in pediatric burn care, research, and education since opening in the mid-1960s. Thanks to the medical care provided at these hospitals, every year, thousands of children have a greater chance of surviving from all types of burn injuries. This award is given to Jennifer Zuccaro. For the paper, The Effectiveness of Laser Therapy for Hypertrophic Burn Scars in Pediatric Patients, a prospective investigation.
I would also like to take a moment to congratulate our 2021 Traveling Fellows. The ABA offers the Traveling Fellowship Program thanks to the support of Integra Life Sciences. The purpose of this fellowship is to provide a broader perspective to newer burn surgeons and to address more in-depth practice or treatment based on the interests of the fellow and expertise of the site director. 3 fellowships were awarded last year just prior to the start of the pandemic. We are hopeful that our recipients will be able to utilize the award later this year. Our recipients are Francesco Egro from the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, Saeed Saqib from the University of Las Vegas School of Medicine, and Sebastian Vru from the University of Chicago.
In 2018, the ABA launched the Burn Therapist Certification Program. This was after many years of development with significant amount of work from the Burn Therapist Certification Committee. This process takes a great deal of effort to complete and demonstrates specialized knowledge and skill in burn rehabilitation and a devotion to professional development and continued education. At this time, I am pleased to announce we had 3 new certified burn therapists in 2020. They are Tanya Klotz, Nicole Mayer, and Donna Nakamura.
Congratulations to all of our awardees, certificates, and fellows.
The ABA Burn Prevention Poster Awards are given to posters that increase awareness of burn hazards or prevention messages. Posters are evaluated according to originality of the idea, creativity, quality of the verbal and graphic message, the immediate clarity and positive tone of the message the poster conveys, as well as composition and other elements of design. Thank you to all those that submitted this year. The top 3 posters are: in third place, Megan Hawkins, Blake Medical Center, Bradenton, Florida. In second place, Jason Smith, Burn and Reconstructive Centers of America, Augusta, Georgia. And the first place winner is Rebecca Van Stanton, Detroit Receiving Hospital Burn Center, Detroit, Michigan.
That concludes our 2021 awards presentation. But before we go, I'd like to thank all of you for attending the conference. Whether we're together in person or virtually as we are again this year, our event grows stronger every year because of your contributions. I hope that you enjoy our educational and social gatherings this week, and that we see you again in person next year.